So, Michigan and Ohio State, the game or just a game? Well, that's been kind of the debate around Michigan fans and Ohio State fans to a certain extent, but mostly Michigan fans, around the rivalry now in this day and age of college football after Kyle Whittingham and Bryce Underwood both kind of downplayed it. Underwood said they're just the other guys in jerseys. And while I get that this is a controversial take, especially if you've been around college football for a long time, I think the rivalry has lost some of its meaning in college football. Now, hear me out. So you have a 12-team playoff, right? And this, I think, became abundantly clear in 2024 when Ohio State lost to Michigan 13-10. After that, Ohio State fans were livid. But then they go on a run and win the national championship in one of the more dominant college football playoff runs that we have ever seen in 4 or 12-team models. And so if you win a national championship but you lose to Michigan, does that Michigan game really matter anymore? I don't think so. I think, look, there's always going to be some sort of animosity between Michigan and Ohio. That's been a thing for over 100 years. There's always going to be a sort of kind of a hatred, I guess you could say. But I think it's going to diminish with a 12-team playoff because let's say both teams come in here 10-1, right? Or 11-0. What does the game even mean? Especially if one of them or both of them are already going to play in the Big Ten Championship next week. The game doesn't mean anything. Because you're going into the college football playoff, you're going to get a high seed, you're going to get a chance to play in the national championship and get a run at the national championship. So while the bragging rights, I admit, are cool to have, it kind of diminishes it when the team still gets to claim the ultimate prize. So I think the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry in some cases is a relic of the past. When you had the 4-team playoff and whoever won got in, whoever didn't got left out. Now with the 12-team playoff, and especially with how lenient they are with 2 lost teams, it really doesn't mean as much as it used to. And I would not be shocked if we see Michigan State becoming Michigan's dominant rival, because let's think about it. The Ohio State rivalry has been built on history. The 10-year war, Woody versus Bo, the Big Ten championship is on the line. That's not a thing now. It's not like Michigan State where, you're in the backyard of the other person. If you're in Michigan, you're far more likely to see an MSU person than you are an Ohio State fan. And especially with the new rules in college football playoffs right now, and with how many teams, can lose a rivalry game and still get in, what does that rivalry even mean? Because the backyard kind of brawl thing, that's not a thing. You're in another state. That's not a thing. So I think that Bryce Underwood was on the right track when he said it was just another game.